Hello, fellow diamond painting addicts, and welcome back to Diamond Painting Anonymous. Today I am going to be dekitting my Seahorse from Crystal Canvas Art Designs, and I will stick a picture over there of the original artwork so you can see the canvas, which I will show you the completed canvas in a little bit. This dekit is going to be a little bit strange because the drills are crystal rhinestones, and I've done a little bit of searching prior to filming this, so I'm going to be asking guys you for help if you have any resources for me, and I'll also probably post some stuff on Instagram to see if anybody there can help me. So these are crystal drills, the crystal rhinestones, like you can see, and there is a number after each one. So I'm assuming there is actually a code system out there for them, and that they probably somehow match DMC numbers. However, my Google foo has failed me today, and I have not found any kind of conversion charts or even a chart that shows me what the numbers of crystal drills would be, and or a conversion chart that would show me, you know, this number of crystal drill equals this number of DMC drill. So I'm going to do what I have done with all of my special drills previously, and that is just kind of kit them up by eyeball. So whenever I have had special drills like these left over from my special drill kits, I have just kind of eyeballed them, like I said, and gone, okay, these seem similar, so I'm going to dump them all in together, or these don't seem similar. Some of these do have numbers on them, but I need to just take these off because I don't even remember, honestly. These were probably from the very first kit I did that had these rhinestones on them, or in them, and I don't, whatever that was, I don't know. I don't even know if the right number, those numbers go with, like this one says it's number 2. I don't have a number 2. I didn't have a number 2. I guess I could look. Let's see. 45 is this color. I don't have a 45. Do I have a 23? No, I have a 25. Okay, so see, this one was marked 25. But these drills are not the same color. This green is a lighter green or a darker green than what's in here. So I wouldn't want to dump those two together because the greens aren't the same color. So I don't even know if that's where those numbers came from. I'm going to assume it is. However, I don't have a clue. It probably is where those numbers came from, but it's irrelevant now until I figure out what that chart is and what they are and all of that good stuff. Like this gold color is number 194, and then this I had listed as 195. But it actually looks like I have a couple of different, well, maybe they're all the same. Anyway, so I have just been grouping them kind of by color, and like I said, kind of eyeballing them. So I have extra Tic Tac containers here, and let me grab a tray because of course I forgot that, and I'm just going to kind of dekit these as best I can, and try to match colors. So I have kind of the colors grouped together. So like this is like a dark red, like a really dark red, but I don't have, this is like a berry color, berry pink, that's like a kind of a blush red, and that is a true red. And then I also have this kind of pale pink. None of those match, so I'm going to just pour all these in a separate container, and it can be separate until I can figure out how that works. So let me peel off my stickers here. And so yeah, so it's going to be a little bit weird, and then I'm going to try and pull out colors. It looks like they're kind of grouped together by color anyway, by the number, which would make sense. So these actually look pretty close to these. So let me dump these out because this is kind of a true red color. There's a piece of trash in there. And if I dump some of these out, yes, those are all the same color. So I'm going to dump those all in together. So I don't know how many of these I'm going to end up with that are the same color, because there's 29 colors, and I don't even think I have 29 colors out in my what I have in storage so far. So we'll see. Let me pull some of these out of the way so that I can have them out of the way while I'm working on these other ones. Okay. And let me, oh my goodness, I keep dumping everything over. Okay. So here's number 4, which is kind of a yellow gold color. Do I have anything that matches? See, this one is definitely not a match. This one is kind of close, but not exactly. That one is too yellow. So if I dump these in there, is that the same? It does seem like the same color. Okay, so those match good enough for me. So I'm going to pour all these in, and I may regret not waiting until I get my little color code, but you know, I can always fix it later if it really bothers me, right? So those are all in there, and actually now that they're all in there, they do all kind of seem the same color, so I think I did okay there. So that's this one. And then the only other, let's see, this one is kind of an orangey color. So here's my oranges. Do I have an orange that matches? Do all these seem the same color? This seems much, no, that's much paler. So it's not that one. And it's not either one of those. So I know it's kind of hard probably for you to see. If I pop the lid on that one. See, these are darker than those two. So that's not going to work. And that's the yellows. That's definitely yellow and not an orange. Okay, so this definitely needs to go in its own. I feel like I'm paint swatching or something almost. It's kind of crazy. And like I said, I did go online and try to search. There's one stuck in there. I did go online and try to search for like a conversion chart or even a code chart for crystal or rhinestone drills, and I could find nothing. So if there is one and you know where I can find it, please help me out because I could not find it. Okay, so this one is like a pale kind of yellow green. Does that one match? Ooh, that looks pretty close. So let me dump these out. And then let me dump these out. Do those match? Ooh, they do. Okay. So those are going to go in there. I should probably be writing these down, but I'm not gonna. I'm just going to do it by eyeball because that's how I've been doing it. Although I do think I finally figured out how I want to display these. I want these containers, and I'm just going to use the Tic Tac containers for now. What I want to do is get some bottles, and I think what I'm going to do is order, these are Diamond Dots bottles, but you can, I think I saw on like Joann's or Michael's or someplace, I could get like empty bottles. So I think what I'm going to do is order some like this, because I have like I bought it for my miniature painting hobby, but what I have is see, and those are much paler than those. That doesn't seem like the right color. That's too dark. That's too yellow. So I'm going to put these in a separate one. I bought them for my mini painting. Yeah, those are definitely a different color. Bought them for my mini painting to display or to put my little paint pots on, but my paint pots ended up actually not working out too well, so they just don't fit. Some of the larger paint pots that I have just don't work well with the size. So what I'm going to do is, and see, I know those are two different colors, but they look almost the same. But I know they're different colors because it said they were. So I'm going to at least keep these separate because it said they were separate colors. If I can get all of these to slide down, come on. Okay. Because that probably to my eyeball looks, well, they're a little bit off. Okay. I probably, had I not realized they were different colors, would have dumped them all in together, but whatever. Okay, we're kind of moving into green territory here. This is another green, so I'm going to get that out. The rest of these are kind of blue. So let's see, what do I have for greens already? I have all of these, which I don't think is any of these. These are kind of yellow green. So definitely not any of the actual yellows that I already did. So again, I'm going to put these in a separate container. So what I plan to do is take my little paint rack display that I'm currently using for pretty much nothing, and I'm going to put it, those seem not like the right color, that's too light, that might be close. That's currently being used for nothing. Let's see, it is the same color. Oof, not really, and I just dumped them all in there together. Okay. So, learning process, they're all just going to get dumped in there together because I'm not going to fish them out. If I use them for anything, you won't be able to tell anyway. So I can either display it on the little paint shelves like this in the containers that they are currently in, or I can get my little, if I manage to get the little diamond dots round ones, those will fit too, and then I can put them, they'll be here in my craft room and they'll be out where I can see them, which is the important part. So here is another kind of yellow gold. So I'm going to do this one to kind of get all those yellow colors out. And see, that seems really close, but this seems more that kind of gold color, more a true yellow than that kind of pale yellow. So I'm going to put it in here by itself. Yeah, when you hold those up, those are not the same color. Okay. So I have gotten through the yellows. So I'm going to move all of my yellows that are here off to the side because I don't think I'm going to need those again. I'm going to move all my oranges off to the side because I don't think I'm going to need those. And same with the greens. Reds are already kind of out of the way. I have some silver, some darker colors, some browns, some blues, and greens. So I have lots of blues and greens and purples, which apparently I don't really have any purple already. So purple ones may be easy in that I'm going to be dumping them in kind of their own containers because I don't really have anything. Okay, that's a blue, that's a blue, that looks like a blue. These are all purples. Those are all possibly other colors. Okay, so I've got 3 purples. I mean, you could probably argue that that's a purple, but I'm not going to. These I'm just going to dump in their own containers just to make my life a little bit easier, because it doesn't appear that I have any of these already in this color, in any purples really. So How weird is that, that I have done a whole bunch of these kind of special drill crystal diamond paintings and I don't have any leftover purples, because I'm fairly certain that I've done some that had purple in them. So do you just use up a lot of the purple? That's weird. Maybe at that point I just wasn't saving them like I have been, because I didn't save them all at the beginning, because I wasn't sure if this was something I was going to be sticking with. So until I knew, I didn't want to invest in a whole bunch of things. Haha, joke's on me, because now I invest in a whole bunch of things. Okay, so there's the last kind of purple one. And then I'm probably going to need to get out some additional containers. Any of these blues necessarily. That seems more green. That seems too light. That seems too light. That's pretty close. Let me look at this one. I'm going to dump a couple of these in my hand just so I can see. Nope, that's definitely a darker color. Okay. And that was the only one I had that I thought was even close. So, let's see. There's a dark one that got away. And there's one of these that was in here. Okay. So, let me put these in here. Come on. Am I the only one who talks to my drills? I hope not. I do it a lot. Of course, I talk to myself too. Maybe I'm the only person that does that too. Okay. This is kind of a blue, maybe. Ooh, maybe that one. Not that one. Maybe this one. Let's see. What's this one? This one seems like a dark blue. No, it's definitely not that color. Definitely not that blue. Definitely not that blue. Okay, so I do not have this blue in a container, so it will go in a new container of its own. Is this like watching paint dry, watching me color swatch all of these? Oh, I really hope not. Like I said, if anyone has any help for me about, oh, this one is going to be this one is going to be that. Let's see, did any of these match? Not really. That's probably the closest. Ooh, that is not even blue. That is like a gray color. Do I have any of those? That's just plain silver. Those are way too dark. So these are going to go in their own too. These are like a gray color. I don't think I have any gray. Okay, so there's that. Okay. Then let's see. This blue. That is another deep dark blue. So not that one, definitely not that one or that one. So this one is going to go in here. And I'll be sharing my thoughts with you about this canvas when I get to it, because I have lots of thoughts. I will say I did enjoy using my little storage kit. A lot of you have asked me about this particular kind of storage. Any of those, so this is getting its own container. And I really like these little individual pot containers. I have to say they're quickly becoming one of my favorite kind of storage to use. It just makes everything so much easier. They're large enough that they hold quite a few drills, and they are small enough that they're easy to kind of manipulate. So that's good. Nope. Nope. And nope. Okay. Just kind of double checking. I don't think when I open these that those colors are necessarily going to match, but sometimes it's hard to tell when they're inside a container or whether they're going to match or not. So, okay, so this is kind of a lighter one. Oh, this is almost a purple color. I don't have hardly any purples, so it's not going to match blue. So this is going to go in its own container. I'm going to push these down because they got stuck. I will say that is one of the things I did not like about these drills. I used my Bella Art de Nicole tray with this one while I was working on it, and I have to say, like the tray, but when I was putting the drills in it, the silver backing kind of rubs off on the tray, which is not a huge deal. You can just wipe it off, but I did not like that it did that. And also the those match? No. The silver backing sometimes comes off when you're sticking the drills on the canvas, and so then it doesn't want to stick like it should because some of that silvering has come off the back, and now that's on the tape, or on, you know, the adhesive, whether it's glue or double-sided adhesive or whatever it is that's on your canvas. So that was a little bit annoying because my drills just didn't seem to stick as well. I don't know if this is the right color either. Let me get a couple of these out. Oh, maybe. Ooh, yes, that is the same color. Okay, so these can go in this container, which is good because currently so much of my Tic Tac storage is taken up with Diana that one always gets stuck there in the funnel. Taken up with Diana that even though I have extras, I'm rapidly running out of them because I'm using them for this. Okay, so for these, I don't have any more that color match, so I'm just going to dump these into their own containers because I know I don't have any colors already that match these. See if I can get them in there without spilling them everywhere. Come on. So, and I will say there were a couple of colors. I think this was one of them. Gosh darn it. Stuck in the funnel again. That were annoying because they just seem to have, for whatever reason, an inordinate amount of stowaway drills. And see, I would think that nope, that's not the same color. And that's darker than those. And darker than those. Okay. So even though I have other greens, they don't match this one. So I had a couple of colors that just had a lot of stowaways. One of the blues had a lot of stowaways in it for some weird reason. So I was picking out a lot of drills. I will say, other than stowaways, I didn't really have a lot of trash with this kit, and I will show you that in just a minute after I am done dekitting all of these. And they spill everywhere again because, of course, what would a kit up or down be with me without some drills getting spilled? I'm going to have to vacuum in here again because I think I've dumped 3 or 4 of them into the carpet now. Okay, so those are blues. And then I've got some of these kind of weird browns and some dark colors. So we'll see if any match. This is like a yellowish gold. Do I have any of these that match? Does not look like it. So these can go in here. Come on, drills. I probably could have used a smaller tray, but this is the one that was handy because, of course, I forgot that I needed one. And this is kind of one of those brown colors. Let's see, do I have that? Oh, that does not match. Nope, that's more orange than anything. That's more black. So this will go in its own container. Come on, drills. Try not to have to push them down, but they're not cooperating. Okay, there's that one. One's stuck in the corner. Okay, so these seem like kind of a dark silver. Do I have any of these? Dark silver. Ooh, that might be the right color. Let me put one of those in there. Oop. Nope, that's much darker. And now I've lost it. Where did it go? Is it darker? Yes, it is. Okay. So one of them I've lost. I will not put those in there. Put these in a separate container. Push these down. Okay. Because sometimes these are close enough in color, it's really hard to tell unless you put them right next to each other if they match or not. Which would be why some of these are really full, because I just trusted my eyeballs, and my eyeballs probably steered me wrong in a couple of places because my eyeballs aren't that great. Okay, so that was the last one. I had 29 colors in this kit, so this is now empty. And then this I stole from another container, so I will put that back in, the one that I stole it from. And does this one match? The one that was too dark from before? Does this match this one? No, those are much darker too. Okay, come on, stick to my fingers so I can put you away. Okay, and those are much too orangey, so okay, I had enough containers to put them all in. Push these all down so they will go in the container. Okay, so now I have all of those out of my storage for diamond painting, and I have all of these Tic Tac containers left that have my drills. So again, I'm going to be displaying these, I think, on my shelf that I bought for my mini painting, but before I do that, well, they'll probably stay in the Tic Tac containers to start, just because that's where they are right now, and that'll be the easiest for me, is just to kind of leave them where they are. And then once I figure out when and where I can get some of those Diamond Dots containers, the round ones that I can use, then I will use those. I will say, however, I think I have quadrupled the number of Tic Tac containers that I had with crystal drills in them. So now I'm trying to stack them all up in my box, and they're not cooperating. So I really only had this first layer. Now I'm having to start a second layer because I have all of these different colors. So that one's being obnoxious. Okay. Maybe I need to put some of these in here before I start stacking on top of them, because they're being obnoxious. Okay, so those aren't going to stay like that, but they're going to stay like that for right now. Okay, so let me show you my trash. Let me grab the tray that I put away because I want to pour it out. For the size of kit that I had, this is all the trash that I had. And some of these are not really trash. They are stowaways, you know, different colors or whatever. But I did have a couple of pieces, like you can see, just a random piece. Some of these the color, the silvering was weird, or they had like little extra tabs on them. This one has like a little string on it. Some of them are a little misshapen. So, you know, various reasons, but all in all, for the size of kit, not a whole lot of trash. So these are going to get added to my trash pile, my trash jar. I'm going to have to find a larger trash jar at some point, I think, because this one is getting too full. So there's lots of room in the lid, but I'm not going to be able to open this shortly. So once that happens, I'll need to come up with something else. But anyway, that was my trash. So don't go anywhere. I will be right back to show you the finished canvas. Okay guys, here I am back with the completed Seahorse canvas, and let's take a look, shall we? So here he is, and I'll have to move him, kind of sliding him up and down so that you can see the whole thing. This is as far out as my camera gets for right now, so there you can see it. I think he turned out really well. It's very nice and bright, very shiny, and I enjoyed working on it. I'm going to move him down so we can look at his cute little face. I had lots of color blocking in sections, so that was nice. It worked up really fast. I spent a little over 19 hours on this over the space of, I think, 3 or 4 days. So it did work up really fast, which was good. That was something that I wanted from it. I enjoyed running my fingers over it. That was one of the things somebody had said, was that would be one of, isn't that one of our enjoyments when you get done, is kind of running your fingers over it? It is kind of that thick, regular canvas that you get from everyone, but it worked up nicely. The drills were nice. It was good. I have just a couple of complaints, and I don't know if those are complaints because of the canvas or complaints because of the drills, or a combination of both. In running my fingers over, it was possible to pick up drills. Like, you would just run your fingers over like this and drills would come off in your hands. I went over it several times with a heavy-duty rolling pin, and I could hear drills clicking into place, but for whatever reason, even after doing that, they would sometimes pop up. I don't know if that is because the glue wasn't strong enough. I know on the crystal drills, sometimes that silver backing, sometimes you'll stick a drill down and when it doesn't stick, but when it pulls off on the pen, you can still see the silver backing has come off on the glue. I don't know if that was the issue. I don't know. Very frustrating because it happened quite frequently, but I am now done and I'm going to be sealing this, so be looking for that video where I show you what it looks like sealed. So I think it turned out really well. I'm really happy with it. I'm going to be putting this in a portfolio book. I'm not going to be framing it or anything. So once I get it sealed, the sealing will be a trial run for me to decide whether or not I want to seal my Diana canvas. I still haven't decided. I know I'm definitely going to be framing her, so sealing isn't necessary, but I might do it anyway just because of the amount of work involved in her. But I didn't want to try out the sealing with the Mod Podge on something big, so I'm going to be trying it out on this. So yeah, for 15 bucks, I think this was a steal. It was a nice, decent size. It was 30 by 50, 29 colors, bright crystal drills, and this cute seahorse design. Wins all around. A few frustrations here and there, but other than that, good. So I will put a link to the description below so that you can check out Crystal Canvas art designs for yourself and see if there's anything out there that might interest you. Before you leave, guys, don't forget to do all the things. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up, hit that subscribe button if you haven't already, and hit that bell notification icon so that you can be more of future uploads. And as always, guys, thanks for watching.